Hey folks, we're doing something very different today. This is going to be fast and dirty because I actually already did it, but this seems to come up a lot, and I kind of wanted to share with everybody what I'm doing. The long and the short of it is that my 9000 Aero that has ETS, the electronic throttle system, that everybody hates, but I've really not had any problems with, started doing a wacky thing. I actually am not sure that it's ETS, but I thought I would recalibrate it just to be sure. I wanted to show everybody how that could possibly work. So the first thing that you need to know in terms of what I'm doing is that this guy right here is a clone Tech 2, and they have a specific problem, which is that the inside there's a voltage regulator, and that voltage regulator is not sufficient for the Tech 2. To do this operation, you have to start the car with the Tech 2 connected, and when you do that, that voltage regulator shows its weakness, and the Tech 2 will literally reboot itself and blow up the whole test. So in order to make that happen, what I've done here, and we're looking down here under the passenger seat, and again, I'm sorry this is such a mess. What I have done is that little red wire is normally inside that green connector, and that is the power for the Tech 2. I have removed it from the green connector so that the Tech 2 is no longer powered by the car. And the reason for that is that as long as the Tech 2 gets power from the car, it's going to use that power. That means even though I have my DC jack plugged in right here, if there was power coming over the the DLC connector, this would be disregarded. So it would still be getting power from here, even though power is available here. So by removing that red wire from that green connector, I am now using this connector. This DC jack. So this DC jack is connected to a really long wire, and that wire goes up to the battery over there. It is literally just a pair of, in fact, I'll show you, it is a pair of alligator clips connected to the car battery. Nothing special there. What is special is in the middle of all of this is this little box right here. And this is 3D printed, but inside is a circuit board that is a buck boost converter. What that means is that regardless of what the car battery is doing, it's always going to be supplying a fixed voltage to the Tech 2. It ramps up amperage so that it can supply a fixed voltage. Mine is set to always supply 14 volts to the Tech 2. It could be anywhere between 12 and 14, but 14 is a good number, so that's what this guy is doing. And as long as it's connected, it doesn't matter how low the car battery gets, Tech 2 is going to stay healthy with its with its 14 volts. So there's two steps in order to calibrate TCS. The first thing we got to do though is turn the car on. Then I'm going to power up the Tech 2. And like everything that I own, this car is old, which means that it has to use the V44 software. You can't use newer software. V44 is the last version that supports the Saab 9000. So we're going to hit enter. We're going to go to diagnostics. This is in 1995. I'm going to choose Saab 9000. I'm going to go to engine. I'm going to scroll down to ETS, which is the electronic throttle system. It's going to give me a warning saying that it won't be able to communicate with the ETS while the car is running, and that's expected and normal. I'm going to hit OK. This is kind of weird, a little bit unusual in terms of how Tech 2 normally operates, but for this operation, we're going to go to read values and activate. And now it's going to show me some information about the ETS module. It is very slow. It's old, but it's also very slow. Then I hit the activate button down here. The first is that you need to choose 971 baseline setting, which tells the electronic throttle system that it's supposed to disregard everything that it previously knew and get ready for something new. And then the next thing we'll do is 973, which is calibration on a warm engine. This car's already been warmed up, so I don't need to do any of that. So those are the two things that I'm going to do. If you have a non-running car, there's a third thing that you need to do, and that is set 974 baseline. Otherwise 973 won't work. And I realize that's confusing, but to sum up, if you have a non-running car, first you do 974, then you do 971, and you finish with 973. My car is otherwise running, so I don't have to do that. I'm going to do two steps. One is baseline setting 971, and the second one is calibration warm engine 973. So First thing we're going to do is go to baseline setting. That's all it does. It is completely done now, and we can exit. So we're queued up to do the second thing, which is 973 calibration warm engine. I'm gonna have to pan away from this because I want to show you something. But once I go over here and I turn this on, it's gonna be hard to see because of the sun, and I apologize. But as soon as I hit as soon as I hit on down here, the TCS light is gonna turn on, and then I start the car. I just sit here now and do absolutely nothing, and the car is gonna do its own thing. While it's getting ready to do that, I'm gonna show you that Tech 2 is freaking out right now, establishing communications. It's gonna fail. Don't worry about it. You can ignore that. In the meantime, the car does this. I am not touching the pedals. In fact, do not touch the pedals. Make sure that the car is not in gear, the handbrake is on, and just let it do its thing. It's gonna hang out here for a second. You can still hear the Tech 2 beeping. It's gonna return to a normal idle. And I'm done. That's all there is to it. Tech 2 is still freaking out over here. It's very mad, but I don't need to do anything further. The car has set its idle, and we should be done. I hope this kind of demystifies a little bit of the ETS system in the 9000. It's really not that bad, but kind of annoying nonetheless, so maybe this helps a few people.